Welcome to the channel, friends. So today's video is going to be 7 likes of the Polaris Sportsman 850 and 1000 XP. I also have another video covering 7 dislikes of mine and sharing those as well. So please check that out. You might think it's actually pretty interesting. So let's get into the machines here. We have a 2020 Premium Trail. This is my wife's machine. And we have my XP 1000, which is a 2018 Hunter Edition. So if you follow the channel, you know I do a lot of videos when it comes to the ATVs and modifications and upgrades and things like that. But I want to talk about the 7 likes of mine, okay? So here, let's start with number 1. So the number 1 is going to be the big, comfortable, plush seats that Polaris puts on their machines. I think these seats, especially the upgraded seats, are so nice. They're wide, they're plush, they're very comfortable on long rides. And my wife's machine has the same upgraded seat, but different coloring, as you can see. Very comfortable, very durable. These things are super, super comfortable. I cannot say anything better about these seats. You know, like Can-Am has like okay seats, but they're not as comfortable as these. I can tell you for sure. They're just, whatever they use, the kind of foam they use, and the type of material is much more durable, and just, it's better looking, and then the overall design of them is much better, I think, compared to other ATV manufacturers out there. So that's one thing I like about them. I'm going to say number 2. Let's move on to number 2, I guess. And it's going to be, you know, the confident feeling while driving. It has great balance and power delivery. So this can be said on both of these machines. Super confidence when driving these machines. They have a really good suspension, you know, coilover suspension from the factory. Very nice, very confident feeling machine. You don't feel like you're unbalanced or the machine is unbalanced in any way. The power delivery is great, especially on the 850 and the 1000 XP. You could not ask for more. This thing is complete bonkers. It is a monster when you have the 3-mode switch turned on to performance. Okay, this is a E-throttle if you don't know, and you have 3-mode selection, which is work, standard, and performance. Performance gives you that like accelerated kind of like throttle response. But I will say the 850 with the mechanical throttle, the standard mechanical throttle, is still quite a contender. It actually feels like it has more torque for some reason. I don't know if it's just the throttle feel itself and how it engages, but it almost feels like the 850 has more torque, but that's not possible because the 1000 is definitely a much more higher performing and higher output motor. So that is one thing I like about them, is the confidence while you're on the machine, the balance, and the power delivery is there at all times. You don't have a lack of power at all. So let's move on to number 3, and that's going to be, the packages usually come pretty well upgraded, but the tires are okay. So this is very true when it comes to Polaris. The packages, when they come for like graphics and the amenities you get, the extras you get for packages, it's actually really nice. Like this Hunter Edition comes fully loaded with these side armor, you know, rails and the upper rack rails and things like that. Arched A-arms, upgraded seat, you know, all these things. Like this one came with a winch. That one also came with a winch, and actually a 3,500 pound winch compared to my 2,500 pound on the XP 1000. So this came with an upgraded winch, upgraded seat. It didn't come with the upgraded headlights. I put those on afterwards on both machines. But the packages overall from Polaris, even though I think they play games with, you know, subtracting features from year to year and calling it something different, and they're kind of confusing, but at the same time, they still offer a lot of upgrades and features standard when you buy a model. So that's one thing I could say, is that Polaris definitely hooks you up when it comes to the packages and the trim levels. So moving on to number 4, it's going to be a very good aesthetic and pleasing ATV colors, designs, graphics, and wheel choices. So Polaris does a good job, especially this generation here, Polaris Sportsman, when it comes to like the design, the geometry of the bodywork, the graphics, the wheels that come stock. The wheels that come with these are actually pretty good looking wheels, aluminum wheels. And like I said, they do a good job at, you know, designing and making something look aesthetically pleasing and a good looking machine, especially from the front and the rear. These generation ATVs are super good looking, very modern looking. There's some ATV manufacturers that still kind of look dated out there, but Polaris definitely, with these, was it 2017 and above, this model year, and including the current ones, are very similar. I think they changed like the headlight housing or the pod. That's the only thing that's different. But this generation is definitely aesthetically pleasing when it comes to the design of the ATV itself and things like that, the graphics and the color choices that they offer you. So let's move along to number 5. So number 5 is going to be the flat solid racks front and rear. So I love the Polaris solid racks. The front and rear, they're both solid. I hate the tubular style racks. Even though it is easier to clean those out when you hose your machine off, these are definitely better because you can use them as a platform, and they just give you more real estate to you know, the bungee stuff down. You can use them as a shelf, basically a little work table or a bench when you're out on the trail and something happens and you want to, you know, kind of have your lunch or whatever, you know, something breaks and you have to repair something, you have like a little workbench. But you have a lot of real estate on the machine. Those tubular cheap racks that all the other ATV manufacturers put on there are kind of chintzy, if you ask me. I think the solid racks definitely are a premium choice and give the ATV a better look. So moving along to number 6, that's going to be a great assortment of accessories and add-ons, a big market for popular Polaris used items as well. So you're going to have a good used market as well as obviously brand new add-ons you can get from Polaris OEM accessories for your machines. They have a ton of accessories. They do a really good job at offering all sorts of accessories, especially these plows that they offer with the hydraulic electric unit, the wind deflector or the snow deflector, these poles that go on the side here for markers. That poly edge is something different I put on myself. That's not from Polaris, but I have videos covering that. Just check out my playlist. I have a whole bunch of videos covering all the upgrades I did on these machines. But Polaris does a good job at offering all sorts of different accessories depending on what you're doing with the machine. Okay, that's the greatest thing about it. I've done reviews on all sorts of different storage compartments, but as you see here, I have these like makeshift ones that I ended up using instead of the big factory ones. I've had a couple larger units that fill up this whole area, but I noticed that they took up too much room, and then when I would get onto the machine, they were just very cumbersome, and I did not like them on the machine. I like something a little bit smaller and having the sides here, the flanks, open. That's why I went with this crate that I kind of like had laying around, and I bolted it down to the rack, as well as this like, you know, portable milk crate that I just have strapped down with bungee cords that works great. I just wanted to use it for like gloves, getting the mail, putting some tools in there, you know, very small odds and ends things. But I did have the Polaris accessories, the enclosed one and the open style container, you know, storage container for the back here, the Polaris, pure Polaris accessory. Those were great. They just didn't work for me because, like I said, I thought they were a little bit too cumbersome. I like something a little bit more nimble and have more access to the racks. But they offer a ton of accessories for these machines, and it's completely crazy what you can do with them. So moving along to number 7 is that these machines are a pure trail and work-oriented ATV. They're great for work or play. Now, if you're going to do a lot of work on your property, you have a big property, get yourself a Polaris 4x4. They are great. Like I said, there's all sorts of accessories like plow and sprayer units and snowblower units and all sorts of different things, and you can put tracks on it. But they are a great working ATV. As you can see, I have a trailer hitch on this, and I use it with a dumping trailer. And I alternate between mine and my wife's. I have it wired up for the dumping trailer, both machines. And I also have both machines wired up for the plow, so I can alternate when I want. But they are a great working ATV. And also, they just play just as well. Whether it's on the trail or working, like I said, all I do is adjust the suspension coilover settings to my liking for that particular task. and I'm good to go. But super happy with the amount of work this thing can do. And like I said, on this machine here, the XP1000 has a 3-mode switch, okay, because of the e-throttle. The electronic throttle on this allows me to go from work, standard, and performance. So when I have it on work, it actually, you know, dials down that throttle so it's not as, like, you know, aggressive, and it's not like you know, on edge. But it's a very subtle throttle curve, and it, like, you know, comes up to speed slower. That way you're not having a machine that's, like, you know, very jumpy and very edgy. But that 3-mode switch works great on the XP1000. The 850 doesn't have that, but it has no problem with its throttle response at all. You know, it 2 different feels. I will talk about that later in a different video. 2 different feels from the throttle of these machines is the biggest thing I could tell you. They pretty much are the same exact machine, but when my wife gets on mine, she actually does not like the feeling on mine compared to hers when it comes to the throttle. She just prefers her throttle more than mine. But anyways, that's for a different video. That was my 7 likes. Please check out the 7 dislikes I also did. I will tag it in this video up in the upper right. But if you have any likes or dislikes, place them right down below the video and check out that other video. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.